You have a broad chest, you have built arms, but when you look down, your legs look like matchsticks. Stop blaming your genetics. Your DNA is not the primary reason your lower body is lagging behind. You are struggling to build size because you are chasing a temporary muscle pump instead of executing functional movement. If you want to build thick, powerful legs, you need to master two specific movements. To make them work, you have to drop the ego, strip the weight off the bar, and prioritize mechanical function above everything else. We start at the squat rack. Step 1 is eliminating the heavy half squat that dominates every gym floor. Watch the hip crease. When the descent stops at or above a 90-degree angle, that is an ego lift. Pushing a load you cannot control causes a secondary mechanical breakdown. Under pressure, the knees start to cave inward. Strip the plates completely off the bar. Take the weight down until you can completely control your descent. A partial range of motion yields partial muscle growth. Pushing heavy weight halfway down is ineffective for actual leg development. To achieve full depth, you must sink low enough that the back of your thighs physically contacts your calves. Right here, at maximum depth, we see the teardrop muscle above the knee activate. This is the VMO. Reaching this extreme bottom position places the highest mechanical demand on the VMO to drive the heavy load back upward. Forcing that specific muscle to handle the load is the requirement for forcing your quadriceps to develop more width. Reaching this absolute ass-to-grass depth is the mechanical requirement for activating full quad width. Now that we have the front of the legs covered, we move to the back with the Romanian deadlift, or RDL. The most common failure here is treating the RDL like a toe touch test, where the only goal is driving the weight toward the floor. This graphic demonstrates the immediate physical risk. Reaching past your active mobility causes the lumbar spine to round out, creating extreme stress zones. The distance your dumbbell or barbell travels toward the floor is irrelevant to the success of the exercise. Chasing the floor simply removes the tension from your hamstrings and dumps it directly onto your spinal column, inviting injury instead of growth. The single underlying mechanic you must master to execute a safe and effective RDL is the hip hinge. You maintain a straight, neutral spine and push your hips horizontally backward, exactly as if you were trying to touch a wall behind you. Pushing back creates a deep, slow, controlled stretch directly in the hamstrings. That tension is the only signal that matters. This deliberate, controlled stretch requires serious patience. It replaces the fast, jerky, momentum-driven movements used to lift heavier weights. Mastering that horizontal stretch is the specific factor that creates posterior leg thickness. The weight on the bar is entirely secondary. The complete protocol is now clear: extreme depth control for the front of the legs and a precise backward hip hinge for the back. Keep the weight light until your form is perfect on both exercises. You have a choice. You can keep chasing a quick pump with poor form, or you can commit to the harder work of functional strength. Stop the ego lifting. Play the game entirely on depth control and the stretch. True lower body power and size are the results of this technical discipline, and they become achievable once you stop using your DNA as an excuse for poor mechanics.